Plastic has been one of the greatest inventions. It revolutionized industries like medicine, space travel, automobiles. But plastic that was manufactured 70 years ago is still impacting our health, and it would probably do it for another 500 to 1,000 years till it decomposes. Millions of animals are killed by it every year, and microplastics have even entered human placentas, posing risk to the fetal health. The team at Refillable is solving this in India through a unique solution, and we have the co-founder Purav with us today. Thanks a lot for joining us today, Purav.
Thank you so much, Naman, for having me.
Okay, so we'll jump right into it. So could you please tell us what exactly are you building at Refillable?
Right. So basically, at Refillable, we are building a plastic-free delivery service.
Mhm.
So Refillable is a mobile refill station that goes to consumers' households to refill their existing packaging with products such as home care liquids
Right.
like dishwash, hand wash, floor cleaner, sanitizer,
Right.
and we look to expand. We are looking to expand our range into personal care and groceries as well going forward.
Okay, awesome. So how does this whole supply chain works? Like, where do you procure these goods to fill up in your small trucks, and then how do they go to the consumer's place, and how do they refill? So could you walk us through that process, please?
Sure. So I will say like refillable was brought out with to solve a need of the consumer
Uh-huh.
to combine cost, convenience, and quality.
Okay.
So where what we are doing in our supply chain is on the consumer end of it, it is as easy as ordering online from our website or our WhatsApp number or our Instagram DM to
Right.
make it and as convenient as for the customer to bring it to them in a plastic free format.
Right.
So that's how it works from the consumer end of it.
Okay.
On our end, we have a central warehouse in Mumbai
Okay.
where we procure in bulk from the brands that we partner with,
Right.
and then we install it in our we've installed machine, an automatic machine, dispensing machine in our truck,
Right.
where the liquids are then fitted into the machine and dispensed at the consumer's doorstep.
Okay.
So yeah, so we do batch tracing and proper labeling as well to ensure that the quality products reach to consumers doorsteps without any issues.
Okay, awesome. I mean, that sounds so. Consumers just have to go to the website or DM you on, Instagram or WhatsApp and mention what the products in quantity they need, and the truck would be at their doorstep.
Exactly, it's as convenient as that.
Okay, and what type of CPG companies have you tied up with? What are
Sure.
these companies look like?
So currently, we've tied up with Rosari Biotech, which is a B2B manufacturer for Unilever liquids. It
Okay,
had their IP also in India recently.
right,
And then we have Herbal Strategy, which is an organic, chemical-free, vegan brand. So we
okay,
are providing customers with an option to select the brand that they like because we
awesome,
want to make it as accessible as possible. So
right,
we have Rosari Biotech, Herbal Strategy. Then we have German Laundry, which is a Mumbai-based brand, and we have Ecosys, which is a concentrated capsule cleaning
right,
brand that we've onboarded.
okay,
So these are the four brands that we currently have onto our platform.
okay,
And of course, we've signed a couple of NDAs with the biggest of FMCG players, but not announced yet.
right.
So hopefully, we'll be announcing those partnerships soon.
Awesome. That's great, and things are looking good. I'm really happy. Like, you are not just solving one problem, but you are solving the problem of toxics that are in these products by signing up with a herbal brand, and then uh, selling it in concentrated form instead of in a liquid form, which takes a lot of transport and emits a lot of CO2 there. So that's
Exactly.
really good. Yeah.
Right. So we've taken it. It is a bouquet of firms that we've selected.
Right.
So we want to make it as accessible. So if someone has price as an issue, So
Yeah.
we've got the competitively priced products as well on our platform. If
Okay.
someone wants to look for organic, so we have that brand. And when someone is looking for constantly clean, so it's like, so we are a platform which is enabling brands to become zero waste.
Okay.
So that's how we are looking to build our refillable platform.
Awesome. Awesome. So we keep, reading about the problem of plastic waste, but as someone who is so deeply involved in it and is solving it, so what's your take on this problem?
Sure. So plastic is not the issue. With your introduction as well, you showed how plastic is convenient across industries.
Yeah.
It's the usage of plastics that is a bigger problem that we have. So in our model as well, we actually motivate people to get their own packaging that is there at their households
Okay.
and refill it in their existing packaging rather than purchasing newer bottles or material.
Right.
So rather than a material issue, I feel it's more of a systems issue.
Right.
So of course we all have been taught in school in the young age of the reduce, reuse, and recycle philosophy,
Yeah.
and we skip classes. But right now we understand the thought process after being in the industry.
Right.
That first the thing is to reduce any kind of material,
Right.
then reuse whatever is available, and then recycle and keep it in the loop always. So that's how we like should do it, and that's why we are focusing on higher up the chain in terms of waste management in
Okay.
the reuse and refill space.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. And how did you guys, get together and start this? Like, were you working in the plastic industry, or were you, by any means doing something sustainable before starting Refillable?
Yeah, surprisingly, we had zero plastic knowledge
Okay.
before starting this, and we are not engineers as well.
Right.
We have a business management background, and we started the company off since we are part of this Rotary Club of HR College. So Rahul, Lokesh, and I
Yeah.
were part of this organization where we did a lot of social development activities such as building wells in watershed regions of Maharashtra,
Right.
as well as which was facilitated at Sydney, which was as the world's best road track project.
Okay.
So we've done a lot of these activities. So that's what got us, and we got an inclination towards creating a social enterprise which would create that impact at scale.
Right.
And that's how we got together. And our other two co-founding members, Nishit Jadosh, who coincidentally is my cousin as well,
Okay.
and Anupriya Nair, we all got together to solve the problem. Because in 2018, there was a single-use plastic ban that was announced in Maharashtra,
Right.
India,
Right.
and where there were no alternatives that were available. And
Uh-huh.
the alternatives that were there were kind of greenwashing, since like paper cups and compostable packaging,
Yeah.
which at the end of the day has a PE lining inside of it, which renders it unrecyclable. And
Right.
India doesn't have composting facilities at scale.
Yeah.
So that's where we thought there's a gap in the market which we could address.
Right.
And that's how we got together, and one thing led to another, and here we are.
Awesome. That's such an inspiring story. I mean, it's like, whatever from whatever I have read, India is, there are smaller startups or there are smaller initiatives here and there scattered across the country towards sustainability, but it's still not a mainstream objective. So did you guys face, any challenges while starting it? Were there any hurdles when you were beginning at the beginning of Refillable?
Right. So, of course, in terms of awareness is a major issue,
Hmm.
or because like such alternatives, as you rightly mentioned, are available, but people are not aware of it,
Yeah.
and it takes a bit of effort as well. So although we are making it as convenient as possible, but the effort of ordering online or just WhatsApping it,
Yeah.
that's also a bit of
Yeah.
issue that people are reluctant to do, because they've been accustomed to a purchasing pattern since like so many years. So
Right.
we are asking them to shift. There's a
Yeah.
mindset shift that is required, which
Okay.
is a big ask from the consumers.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of time till like people understand and get used to it, and that's what we are looking forward to. So these are a few issues that we face currently. Majority is awareness and reach, and a bit of inclination towards the environment.
Okay. And have you guys taken any steps towards, increasing awareness, or are you actively working on that front as well?
Right. So we are trying to do as many partnerships as possible to make the word reach out to people.
Right.
Like we are tying up with waste management companies. We are tying up with like-minded people who
Right.
are in the same space and can spread the word.
Right.
So that is what we are doing. And coincidentally, we are releasing this campaign on June 5th, which is World Environment Day, of hashtag Pay with Plastic.
Okay.
And so it's as simple as it sounds.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for a refill of hand wash or sanitizer. You get a free refill of hand wash or sanitizer if you just give us 10 plastic bottles.
Oh,
So
that's
you can pay with plastic and avail of our services.
okay. Okay.
So the
And
entire point is to, as you rightly mentioned, create awareness about plastic and then give them a solution that this is how you'll be able to reduce plastic altogether.
right, right, right. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. And lastly, Purav, so it has been an amazing journey so far. But we would love to know, what lies ahead for Refillable in the short term, let's say 6 to 8 months, and then what are your plans in the next 2 to 3 years?
Sure. So one is that we are looking to tie up with as many established brands as possible,
Right.
uh, because we want the consumers to get their favorite products in
Yeah.
a plastic-free delivery format.
Right.
So we hope we can get as many brand partnerships as possible on ground.
Yeah.
And the other thing is scale up. So we've received over like 500 plus inquiries from different parts of India, asking us to scale up to them so that they have access to such delivery services.
Right.
So we hope to scale up as soon as possible and have at least 6 to 7 refill trucks on ground by the year end.
Okay. Okay. That sounds awesome. Well, you have, I think you have a solid plan in place. You have a solid team from what you mentioned, and a solid vision as well. So things are definitely looking good for the future. Thanks a lot again, for sharing all those insights with us and spending time with us today.
Thank you so much. And I would say Epic is doing a great job in terms of sharing stories. So we hope both of our stories become more epic than they are currently.
Perfect. Thanks. Thanks a lot.